because these two candidates have come out successful 2-3 days back in an interview in Mysuru. Now let us talk to
Okay.
them. Mr. Jatin and Miss Nandini, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Jatin,
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Jatin, both of you are studying BBA or BCA?
Sir, BBA.
Both of you are studying BBA in which college?
Sir, Amrita, Mysuru.
Amrita, Mysuru. What is the full name of that college?
Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, sir.
Very good. In your college, how many candidates have been selected?
So I don't know, sir. Maybe right now I have asked so many people, but only we are selected, I guess. But maybe there are many people also.
Many others. Very good. That this credit goes entirely, in my view, to Miss Meena. What Meena? Na? Her name is Meena only. Nandini. Nandini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, her name is Nandini because she only brought you to our folder. Now,
Yes, sir.
Nandini,
No, sir.
thank you
Actually,
so
no,
much.
Jatin.
Jatin
No,
only
sir.
brought
Jatin
you.
had informed me about your classes. Yeah. But I joined first because its payment was getting failed. So that is the reason I made its payment first.
Acha, very good. So that way credit goes to Jatin and for getting this success. And to be frank, now let me tell you, Jatin, I was having some hesitation in Jatin getting selected because you are from Rajasthan, attending in Mysuru. So I was doubtful whether they may select you, but they have selected you. I am happy. Nandini, I was more or less 95% sure. So she got success. Nandini and our Jatin, please tell what are the questions that were asked to you. You have already given to us, but still
Yes.
talk for in your own voice. Please speak. First is Mr. Jatin.
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, like I entered in the interview room, then they told me to sit down. Then after that, they comfortable me like from where you are coming, had your breakfast and all. So they asked me, are you hesitate? So basic question they asked me first, like they have comfortable me. Then after that, he asked me, okay, introduce yourself. Then after that, he told me to like introduce about your family, how many members you are in your family. Then they started like a question from my internship. So I like first they asked me what is turnover rate. Then they asked me what is solvency rate. So I couldn't able to answer. So I said I'm not able to recall at the moment. So they were like okay. Then after that, one of the person like second person asked the question like what were the questions? So just a second, sir.
I think I have given it here.
Okay.
I would have given it here.
Yes, sir. They told me about what about your internship experience. So they told me like how IOB is better, like what they are doing. Told that about doing very good in the fintech initiative. They are coming top 10 bank. Then they told me to compare the IOB with Federal Bank. I done like how Federal Bank doing great. So I would tell that they recently launched the Fed keychain. The website is quite like neat and developed. That's all I have.
For you.
Then he told me that they give
This
me a
is
situation.
no.
Yes,
This
sir.
is what yours. A housing loan or
No,
property loan.
that is Nandini, sir.
That is for Nandini. So this is
Sir,
turnover
it is.
rate about Federal Bank.
Yeah.
Situation based question. If a customer wants to withdraw to pay, how did you manage this question?
Sir, I told them, sir. Sir, good morning, sir. He told, yeah, good morning. Then I told that, can I take you a few minutes, sir? Okay, he said, okay. So I told that we have, sir, various investment options such as mutual fund. Are you interested? So I can tell you about more. He said, okay, tell me. Then I told that we have mutual funds, so you can invest their money, so you can get the more returns there. So he told me that if I want a 5 crore rupees for my daughter's wedding, then how can you ensure me that I will not get, money that I'll get the money on time. So I said that in the mutual fund, you can withdraw your money at any time. Then he told me that, will I get the my prop like money at the what to say, sir?
With the same rate of interest or less rate of
Ah,
interest?
no, not like that, sir. He told
Or
me,
is it certain I will get it or I will not be given?
yeah,
Is,
he told me
is
like
it
that.
risky? Is it risky?
Yeah. He told me that isn't it risky to invest money in mutual fund? Then I said, no, sir. There are two types of mutual fund. First, you can first mutual fund invest in the stock markets, and the second invest in the government securities. So in the you can invest in second mutual fund. So you'll get the returns, and you'll not lose your money. So that said, okay, sir. Okay, then he told me okay. Then after that, he told me about relocation plan. He told me that you are studying in Mysuru. So how did you find Mysuru, coming from North India to South India? So I said that so I like the culture is really good. I told about some culture and exposure. I got the exposure. I told about the food. Like food is very different from there. So but I like the food. That's all. They asked me. Then he told me that do you know Kannada? Then I said no, sir. I don't know Kannada, but I can understand very well. So he told me that you know why I'm asking. And then I said yes, sir. I know because if I get placed in Karnataka, so how will I manage? Then he said, okay. Then after that, then after he mentioned about my business plan. So what I did in the IEEE. So he told me that tell me about your business plan. What was it? So I said it is a techno business plan. Then he stopped me and told me what is techno business plan. So I said basically it is integrating technology as well as business. Then it is known as techno business. Then he told me tell me about what was your business plan. So I explained what was my business plan. Then he said okay. Then at last he asked me what is you are doing any project? Then I said yes, I am doing my project. So what is the project? Can you tell me? Then I told it is impact of FDI on employment. Then he said what is FDI? I said foreign direct investment. Then how it is affecting? Then I said it is a very significant effect. Like it is very marginal effect. There is no much significant effect of FDI on employment. Then he said from where did you get the data about FDI? Then I said World Bank FDI. Then he said okay, fine, you can leave. No. Then he asked me, do you have any question for us? Then I said, can I have my feedback, sir? Then he told me, feedback in what sense? Like, how did I did my interview? Then he said, you did well. You did whatever question we asked. You have answered all the question. Then he said, you did well. Then at last he said, I'll not say that you did really good, but I said it's good. Then I left.
Very, very good. In fact, in your second mock interview, I have asked 80% of the very same questions.
Yes, sir, actually.
I asked 80% of the very same questions, like say project, then
Yes, sir.
techno and all that. Very good. Best wishes. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Now we will go to Nandini. Nandini, please share your experience.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how did you come to us?
Well,
What made you come to us? When did you come to us? How did you travel with us?
okay. So first, you asked me about tell me about myself.
No, not interview. Tell about the journey with us.
Okay. Sir, actually, we saw your GD classes.
Yeah.
For the GD, there were some more classes on the internet, so we just had a look of it. Then after that, we look for other videos as well. They we saw that they're asking about the general questions here and there. Then we studied all these general questions and cleared the GD. Then again, we saw another 2 3 interview classes of you on the YouTube. Then we were okay with it. Then we joined your classes. Then so that actually the banking at our questions and the frequent questions from question number 1 to 30. That's all we referred. We not refer much because we were held up with our major project stuffs, and then our fest also started. So we had a lot of work in college. So in between, we couldn't able to attend the classes as well because we were on a very hectic schedule. So we used to see the recorded classes after whenever we used to have time, either late at night or in the morning. So that's how we managed. Basically, we studied the so and also we received some materials from our seniors. We will be sharing you now.
Yeah. Please share it. What is it?
So that
What is it you are
so
sharing?
our seniors who went for Federal Bank PO job for them, Federal Bank had sent a few material through mail. So he had sent
Very good.
us
Very good.
one
Very
day
good.
before our interview. So we had gone through that as well.
Very
So
good.
that's all which
Please
helped
share it.
us.
Please share it to us. Very
Yes,
good.
I'll share you.
Now
Yes, sir,
tell
yes, sir, I'll
what
share
are the questions they asked you?
Excuse me, sir.
So 1 minute,
Yeah. Yeah, please tell me.
I would like to tell few things. Please follow with your resume as well as the and as well as situational question. They will ask this too.
Yeah. About a resume and situation-based questions. Very good.
Because they're not asking too much banking question.
Yeah, they are
And
not asking
possible
banking.
try to get the interview on morning time. Don't get afternoon. Like if you have chance.
Yeah. Continue.
So, and also I suggest the candidates that they go very much early to the interview location than the time because for us we were lucky enough that our slot was from 9:30 sorry sir 10:30, but we went to the interview location around 9:35 9:40 around we were there in the interview location, and first we had to write names and our college name and the roll numbers and stuff. So we're done with that. So it is the interview is always a first come first serve basis. They don't go by the timing, the slots which the federal bank or the college has given us, because first there was not only our college, there was also one more college there, that is their own, the host college was also there, but that was a disadvantage for us because our college was not hosting. So their college students finished their interviews at the first, then our chance of interview came in. So people who had interviews at 10:30, one guy, he from our college, he was the first one to go to the interview, but he was late to the interview. So his interview was like around 4:30 or 5 o'clock when he went to the interview session. And the post lunch session, whatever the interview they had, they were asking very difficult questions. That I heard all of it from my friends. They were asking them about banking questions, and the questions were very difficult for them.
Now, if you can come
And they were
across
like, we
the
couldn't
if you
answer.
can come across the questions they have asked, you can post those questions in our group.
Yes, sir. For them, it was all about the questions which we learned, the bank SLR rate and the repo rate, cash reserve ratios, all of it. But they were not prepared for it.
Yeah. Now tell me, now about your interview, tell me.
So first they asked me to introduce myself. Then I told them that I gave an introduction about myself. Then they asked me what made you to come to Federal Bank. Why not SBI? Why not IUB? Or why not any other branches? As my internship was in IUB. So I told them why I wanted to come to Federal Bank, and I also told them. And first, majorly they highlighted on why not IUB, as my father is also working in IUB. Why aren't you very keen about joining in IUB? I was like, since childhood. I've been visiting the branch as a kid with my dad, so I know many of the IOBians, the staff working there. So I bring very much comfort zone, and I don't want to be in a comfort zone. I want to build my career on myself. So I told that that's why I chose Federal Bank than IOB. Then they asked me to compare IOB and Federal Bank, which is better, or so I told them that the digitalization of Federal Bank is much better than the digitalization of IOB. And also I mentioned about the awards, that is and this also proves from the digitalization they got best fintech initiative 2023, that is Federal Bank won best fintech initiative 2023. I mentioned about that. Then they asked me the history of Federal Bank, sorry, about Federal Bank, and they said, don't tell me about the history. So I mentioned about the business of the statistics, the figures of Federal Bank, then the awards, and the mission, and the who's the chairperson, MD, and CEO, all of that. Then the majorly they asked me about my family. I mentioned that I'm a single child. So again, the question were like, if you're a single child, then won't your parents be worried? Will they send you wherever we post you? Then who will look back after your parents when you're at a different location? So I said them, I have my cousins, I have my extended family here. They'll be looking after my parents if anything is there. And even though if I couldn't manage it, I would ask my parents to stay with me if I'm posted at any other locations. So the questions which they asked me repeatedly was on the relocation part. They were constantly emphasizing on
Was,
relocation, sir.
was there any question on housing loan?
Yes, sir. They saw about my internship. So, as my internship was in bank, the topic was retail loan segment. So, they first asked me, "What did you do in your internship? How was it? All of it?" Then I told them. Then they asked me that which is the best for a customer to offer, either public sector bank or private sector bank. So, I told them private sectors are better, so that customers don't need to stand in long queues. And here it is more customer friendly, where they give you door-to-door services, whereas in public sector bank, the customer has to go to the bank to avail the loan facilities, all of that. Then they asked me what is housing loan or property loan, which is better for the customer. I was not knowing about the interest rates there. They majorly asked me for the interest rate, so I forgot the interest rate, so I told them I'm not aware of it. So sorry, sir. Then they asked me the difference between commercial bank and retail banking. As I've done in retail banking, they asked me what the difference in commercial bank and retail banking. I told that. Sir, and also I forgot to mention, they even asked me a situation-based question.
What was the question?
Sir, they asked me that one customer, he has come to deposit loan at your sorry, not loan. He has come with a check or having a rupees of 15,000 or 50,000, 15 or 50,000. So I don't remember exactly. So then that check is from Indian Overseas Bank. So you call the Indian Overseas Bank, as you've already worked there. So you check for his background check. So after you checking up your background check, then you will get to know that that person is having a account. His balance in Indian Overseas Bank is 5 crores. So what would you do with that customer? Will you accept his check, or how will you deal with that customer?
I am typing that question.
So
A customer comes
yes, sir.
to draw a check,
No, not to draw, to deposit a check.
to deposit a check for rupees how much?
I'm not sure. Is it 15 or 50,000? I forgot that.
For 50,000.
I guess it is 50,000. I guess
When-
50,000. Yeah.
When you talk to the other bank, because you know, you understand he has rupees 5 crore, correct?
Yes, sir.
What will you do? Good, very good. Any other question? Yeah.
No, sir. So I
Mm.
told them that when I get to know that he has balances of 5 crores, first I'll try to build a relationship with the customer. First I'll greet him with a smile and I'll try to comfort him and build a relationship so that I can bring his business to Federal Bank. Then they told me now in the same situation, that customer was bought to IOB by your father. So now how will you convince him? So I told that I would explain the digitalization here, as they're giving the contactless services and the lifetime free credit cards. So I would convince him this way, because there the credit card is charged with the minimal amount, but here it is lifetime free. So I told all the advantages there, and I also told about the rates which Federal Bank is giving for SB account. It's 3.05 to 3.75 interest rates, whereas in IB it is much lesser. That's how I told them. Uh, then then again he told me, the interviewer asked me that customer is a close friend of your father. How would you convince your father in this case? So I was like, so I told him that my father is retired, so he would agree that if I'm bringing that customer back to the Federal Bank. So he was like, so the interviewer, he told in joking way, but still your father is earning pension from it. So yeah, so he was laughing at it. So I was like, yes, sir, he's taking the pension, but still I'll convince him. Then he was like, okay, fine. They
Very
were
good.
laughing at this.
Very good. I know. Very good. Best wishes, Nandini. I'm extremely
Thank you,
happy.
sir.
I have recorded this because I will put under successful